Hi everybody, thank you for rejoining me on my campaign through God Mode difficulty on God of War, Chains of Olympus. So this is the caves of Olympus, and there are some treasure boxes underneath the water, but we can't actually dive down into the water yet until we acquire the trident, I believe. But anyway, here's our upgrade for our health. Nice to get that. And I do make an upgrade decision. So the next upgrade that I do, it's going to be in a few minutes. Just might as well tell you now, I'm going to be upgrading the Ifrit up to level 2. So I think the main choices for my upgrades are going to be the blades, the power glove, and when I say power glove, I mean the gauntlet of Zeus, which I always call the power glove, since I'm a kid I was born in the 80s, so The Wizard, that movie was a family favorite, and of course the Power Glove was featured. It's like one of the main things in that movie that people remember. So anyway, I will be calling the Gauntlet of Zeus the Power Glove. So definitely need to upgrade that because that's going to be helpful on the final boss, Persephone. The first form, she's a real bitch. So it's going to be nice to have that thing up to level 3. I'm also going to be upgrading, what else? The Ifrit. So just those 3 I'm going to be focusing on primarily. And then anything left over I'll be upgrading. So this treasure box, so these are nice treasure boxes. He seems to kind of really struggle when he's opening these boxes, which is understandable since he's underwater. I really like the water, the swimming mechanic in this game. It's very simple. I love how you just descend with the square button and ascend with the triangle button, and then dash while holding the R1 button. It's extremely simple. A lot funner than I was playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma recently, the first one, and it just wasn't very fun whatsoever. It's kind of boring. So I don't like water levels in general or swimming, but this is they did it right, and the reason that they never changed it is because it works so well. So that's the main reasoning. So we're gonna smash another one of these destroy these almost decimated gates here, and then there are going to be 3 treasure chests over here, and I assume there was going to be a treasure chest over in this little quadrant right there, and then so that was definitely asymmetrical positioning of the chests. So these chests actually started giving me a lot of orbs, so you can tell how many orbs you're getting when a bunch of them are coming into you, really like in a thick glob of red orbs. So I decided to hell with it. Let's get the Ifrit up to level 2. It's going to be handy. So it actually you can use it on the little pseudo boss that's coming up, the ogre, the Cyclops ogre, whatever you want to call him. I can't remember what that particular enemy is called, but he's very simple and he doesn't even require magic. I'll be going over how to deal with that guy in depth. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward area. There's just those 2 treasure chests hidden where I showed you, and then once we pull this lever over here, I had problems smashing this last gate over here, and you're going to notice an edit. It wasn't this gate; it was the final gate right before you access the lever. So you see the edit right over here, right there. I think you have to be like in the middle of the gate because it just wasn't letting me ram through the gate at a full charge, and I was at the bottom, I was at the top, and I'm like, okay, let me try the middle. Then the middle worked. So so if that's an issue for anyone else, hopefully what I say could help you out. So pulling that lever is going to cause this giant down here to lift his burden up a little bit so we can go over to the left. A few moments ago we went to the right to get the trident, and we couldn't go to the left, but now we are going to be able to go to the left. So just ascend up here. The way is right above the lever, and then just do some rock climbing. You will have to face some enemies on these scalable sections, but just not yet. You do that a little bit later on in the game, and it's not very tough whatsoever. See that shadow? That shadow was really good. The shadowing in this game is good. The lighting's good. Everything's good about this game. The pacing's excellent. Story's good. Gameplay is impeccable. So yeah, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 title. So here's the boss I mentioned, the pseudo boss. These guys are so easy if you know how to deal with them. They run in a straight line at you, and right when they're about to run at you, just move away. Just dodge roll. And the biggest issue you're going to encounter is these guys, a lot of the times, they're going to be off screen, and you're not going to be knowing like when they're going to charge at you, but you do know when they're going to charge at you because they will grunt. See that? You heard that grunt? Whenever they grunt, that means you got about a second to dodge, so just dodge. See right there? So anytime they're off the screen, it's not even an issue, because once they growl like that, that's your cue to start dodging. And there's only one of those guys, so it works out well. And you see that we didn't have to use any magic because those guys. Sometimes those guys can be difficult if there's other enemies, with them. But when they're just one-on-one, it's no issue. So anyway, turn this crank over here, and then there is going to be a cutscene once you go through the door with Eos, and she is completely naked from the waist up. So I definitely had to edit that out. Yeah, she is a beautiful woman, but her breasts are like, you could see the angles on her breasts, so it doesn't do much for me anyway. So I don't know. A lot of people like that kind of thing, but when I see angles and pointy things, it just reminds me that it's just not real. So. Maybe they could do a little bit better job in God of War Ascension with their sex scene or whatever. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to the game just because it's God of War. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to parry up here, and this is the first chance that I'm showing you how to parry. Now that we have the sun shield up to level 2, so I kind of just most of the time I just kind of stood here waiting for these guys to do that one attack that was originally unblockable. So all you need to do is just press L1 at the point of impact, and then press square to do the little swipe move, or even better, press triangle to do the heavy attack, like right there. You see that one right there? I did. It's really good. And I would, if I were you, and I wasn't that skilled at parrying, I would start parrying right now. I would start practicing. You can't start practicing soon enough in parrying. Parrying is essential in God of War. It's going to make the final boss easier than she is. She's tough. She's a tough cookie, and a lot of people have viewed my other video guide of that boss battle, and they struggle because I struggle too because she's fucking tough. A lot tougher than the final boss in Ghost of Sparta. So it always seems that women are the harder bosses for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, anyway, so that's the termination of this video. I'm just going to be smashing a couple more things and getting that box of orbs, and then that's going to be the conclusion of this video. I really appreciate everybody sticking around and watching my guide. It means a lot, and I hope my guide means a lot to everybody else. So everybody take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.